Hello and welcome to State Scoop TV. I'm Jake Williams. We're here with Shannon Lawson. He's the newly appointed Chief Information Security Officer for the state of Alaska. How you doing, Shannon?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So Shannon, tell us a little bit about your background and what brings you to this position.
So I have kind of an interesting background. I was 4 years enlisted Navy after college in the cryptologic community, so a lot of codes and that kind of thing. From there I was recruited out of the Navy into the National Security Agency, where I was a Red Team member. And then I relocated to the West Coast and was part of the Navy Incident Response Team for the NMCI network.
Okay.
I then was recruited back into government service and was working with the Information Assurance Group with Spayware Systems Center.
Okay.
I then became the IAM, the Information Assurance Manager, and that was really the beginning point of all of this climb to the CISO level.
Sure.
200-something secure labs doing R&D for the Navy. Spent 7-8 years doing that, moved on to Spayware Systems Command, that's a headquarters level. And then so from there I was working in the CIO shop, basically doing all the information assurance for a global command. And then after some time I was thinking, hey, time to step up the game a little bit, and I started looking around for a CISO role, and then I couldn't have found a better one with the state of Alaska.
That's exciting. And so what does your vision look like for the future of your role, and what are some of your top priorities right off the bat?
So that's a good question. Number one, I've only been in the role for 3 weeks. The third week being here in Austin.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the security department in state of Alaska. My first priority is to get everybody up and running to build a team.
Sure.
So I have a lot of experience building teams, and this is another one that we're going to have to build, and we're going to have to develop the talent in-house. There's a lot of culture shifting going on in the state of Alaska, and so you have a lot of departments and divisions who are kind of used to doing their own thing, and in a security perspective anyway. And in this world, we can't everybody can't be doing their own thing. So it's my role to kind of get everybody together, ensure that these departments and agencies can still do their job, obviously, but to make sure we are doing things in the most secure manner possible, and have it centralized.
Sure. And so, with a background as varied as yours, and with as much experience as you have, what innovative approaches do you think that you bring to this position?
I'm not sure I would probably use the word innovative my first year. I'm going to pull on all of the resources that I've been exposed to here at NASCIO, all of the skills that I've learned, going all the way up from my time in the Navy as an enlisted and then an officer, doing Sarbanes-Oxley work for SAIC. Sure. For their initial public offering. All of these skills, wrangling groups together and getting people to speak on the same, at the same table to come to a common goal. That's my plan into this. Next year, once we kind of have everything settled, because there's a lot of change. Yeah. And as we all know, organizations typically are at their weakest with lots of change. Right. So I'm not going to be, rocking the boat too much with innovation and all that. Let's go simple this year, and we'll see what happens next year.
So you segue really well into the next question there, and is, if we do talk in a year, what do you want some of your accomplishments to have been?
I don't want to breach. That might be a lofty goal.
Yeah.
No, but I want to see some really sound security policies. I want to see some sound security practices backed up with these policies. I'd like to see things in writing, so it's not kind of tribal knowledge. While tribal knowledge is good, I like to see things kind of written down and documented, so we can kind of pass it down to, because I'm not always going to be the CISO, right? I'll be the CISO for a while, unless somebody decides otherwise. But you just never know what the future holds. So, if I'm not doing my job, if I am not preparing the next person behind me to take over. Sure.
Well, I look forward to hearing more about all of that, Shannon. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
For more about what Shannon Lawson and the team are working on in the state of Alaska, check out statescoop.com. I'm Jake Williams, State Scoop's Associate Publisher and Director of Strategic Initiatives, here with Shannon Lawson, the Chief Information Security Officer for the state of Alaska. Thanks for watching.